Hi everyone, this is Make a Difference series where we speak to people and organizations around the world who are trying to make a difference. Today I'm chatting with Georgia, who is from Perth, Australia. Right, Georgia, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Georgia?
Yes. Georgia. So many things, I guess. But the work I do, I named myself the Pussy Coach a while ago for a
Love it.
couple of things because the work I do is based hugely around our menstrual cycle and also a reclamation of that word, a big FU to the patriarchy. So yeah, I help women to I help women to restore their menstrual cycle awareness. So more around like the emotional, spiritual, energetic work that our cycle gifts us. So I love it. I love it so much. It's a full what's the word? See, I'm just entering my premenstrual. Words are a little bit far away from me at the moment.
That's fine.
It's a full obsession, let's say.
So can you tell us your handle on Instagram?
Yes, the handle is at the puss.y_coach. Instagram doesn't like the word pussy. So the puss.y.
And I think it's only Instagram. I feel like this is a huge like stigma and taboo that we're actually trying to break in the world now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you. And I think hopefully in like a few years' time you can remove that dot. And
yes,
it
that
can
would be
something
a
that we can talk
dream.
about openly. It's basically
Exactly.
kind of like saying, I don't know, a car or a petrol tank. It's like, it's a normal word. I don't understand why we have to cover it up.
Yeah, exactly. And it baffles me that like Pornhub can have a page and not ever be censored. But like sexual health and like educators are the ones who get audited.
Yeah, I saw one of your posts and like you had named all the different parts and there was like dots in between. And I said, oh, it's because she doesn't want to be shadow banned.
Yeah, you have to. I'm learning that you have to learn how to play the game sometimes, and that's the space we're at. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but in order to extend the impact of our work, it's a bit of a necessity at the moment.
Yeah, but I do also thank people like you because even though you do have to put these dots in between, you're very open and you're starting to break that stigma and taboo around talking about normal things to do with just exactly. our cycle and just our body. I love it.
Yeah, because they're so normal, aren't they? It's just like no one talks about it.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I hope we can break that taboo.
Yes, agreed. We are smashing it down one day at a time.
Exactly. Could you tell us why you care so much about menstrual health? Maybe your story, how you got into it?
Yeah, I'd love to. So I went on the pill when I was like 14. I had quite bad skin. And this is at the time where there was never any like question or conversation around why I got put in the pill. It was, I remember them saying like, if you have a baby right now, like your baby will be deformed. And I was like, well, I'm actually not having sex with anyone. It's like the autonomy got completely taken away from me.
Yeah.
And then from that point, I was on the pill. Whenever I came off it, my skin would get really bad again, which I know is one of the side effects of coming off the pill, right? Where it essentially puts our body into this like prepubescent skin phase where, of course, our skin's looking lovely and glowing because it's like children.
Yeah.
So when I came off the pill, eventually I was like 27, 28. And I was just like, what the hell is going on with my body? Like I have all this like discharge now and like all these emotions and like my energy like had radically changed and shifted. And I was asking like the other women in my life, and the only answer I ever got was like, oh, that's just what it's like to have like a normal cycle. And I was like, I feel like there's more to the story here.
Yeah, it wasn't
yeah, that's sort of what like opened my eyes to, I think I'm like someone who's so naturally inquisitive about things. Like it's not good enough for me to be told like that's the way things are. Like I want to know why. So that's what sort of pushed me down this path. And once I opened that door, I was like, okay, there's a whole nother world here, like waiting for us, like a world of empowerment, a world of, for me, recognizing that falling back in love, like with my period, like my bleed, allowed me to fall back in love with like every other part of my body. And it just opened myself up to all this other healing and transformational work. So for me, it's definitely been like the baseline of everything else shifting in my life.
Wow. I like listening to my instincts. I
Mm.
know you do too. So it's like,
Yeah.
so I don't want someone to come and tell me, oh, you shouldn't be on this because of that. I'm not someone to bash things. I just want to be spoken to on my body.
Exactly. I find as well, if anyone tells me what to do and I'm not ready to do it, I have such like a inner anger against that. I'm like, you don't know me.
Like an inner rebel, like I will do it.
Yeah. Later on, I'm like, oh, they were right, but I wasn't ready to hear it.
That's funny. So what is your your mission with your movement? What do you want to achieve through your work?
Oh, so much. I think my mission really is for women to recognize like the limitless possibilities that, you know, we have available to us. And none of it comes from outside of ourselves. Like the map home to ourselves comes from within ourselves. We don't have to keep asking for permission to do anything. And to, you know, to start treating ourselves like the first delicious sip of coffee or that cocktail or whatever it is you're drinking, and not like the dregs, you know. So many women like give all the deliciousness, the richness away, and they're left with like this shitty bit at the bottom. Yeah. And then they wonder why they feel so bad about themselves.
Yeah, I don't think they feel worthy that they should have that delicious
Exactly. And that's the best part. Having that first sip is like to savor it, to know that you're worth having that first sip. Like, yes, that's the empowerment I want to give to women.
I love that. I love it so much. You know what I also like? When you go to your Instagram page, it's very, how do I say it? It's very mixed. So there's a lot of like self-empowerment, like body confidence, mixed with menstrual cycle as well, mixed with breaking that taboo of the word. There's so much that you have embodied in who you are. I love it.
Thank you. Well, I guess that's the feminine, right? Is that we have the chance, especially through our cycles, to embody so many different parts of ourselves. We don't just have to be like the good girl version or the mother version that so many of us either think we have to embody, or that's all we've ever seen from other women, right? So we think that's all we can embody. But like there's so much that we can actually have a chance to experience if we attune to that natural rhythm, that natural like emotional energetic flow that's coming through us. And it's so much more fun when we get to like just break ourselves out of the box and like do it all.
Yeah, you're right, because some people think, okay, I have to be this proper person, I can't be the kinky side, I can't have that sexual side. I love the dances that you do, I love everything. I just love how you make me, because I can't speak for anyone else, I love how you make me feel confident that, oh, hey, I can also show that side of me, because we all have those sides.
Yeah, and that's it. I think it often takes seeing another women doing something to be like, oh, well, if she can do it, then I could give it a go. And I think for me, it's always been really important to like be really authentic within the work I do. Like I don't use filters really on any of my pictures. Like I show up as I am. I'm okay with like sharing my roles or, you know, my crazy hair or whatever it is, because it's when we see like perfectly curated images that we can't relate to that person because we're not like them in any way. As if we see just a regular woman like doing the damn thing, we're like, oh, okay, she can do it, then I can do it.
I love how one of your posts you were saying you're straightening your hair all the time, and then at one point you're just like, I'm just going to let it be, just authentically you.
Yeah, because I just could not be bothered. It took up so much space in my life. Like if we think about how much space gets taken up by like feeling badly about ourselves or like doing things that we don't really want to do, there's no fucking space left to do anything that we actually want to do.
Exactly. And you know what? There's nothing wrong. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with straightening your hair. Do it because you feel like doing it that day, not because society wants you to do it.
Yes.
And like you say, you've got to have that space in your cup to fill it for yourself. You can't be filling it to hand out to society.
No, exactly. And to recognize as well, like, who is this benefiting? I know for me, I was like, the hour and a half that it takes to wash and blow dry and straighten my hair and how sweaty I get doing that does not benefit me at all.
You could be making some content to help everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like all of us, I always say we're on this, all of us collectively are on this boat towards empowerment, freedom, for everyone. And I feel like there's so many holes in this boat that we're all trying to plug. So as much as I'm trying to plug the period freedom side and you've got your side, we're still on the same boat.
I love that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like the
amazing.
more of us can plug the holes, I can't plug them all.
Yes.
We need everyone from
Yeah.
different sectors to come plug their holes so that this boat can go faster to the long-lasting impact that we all want to make.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That makes me like have tears in my eyes, that analogy, because it's so true. We don't have to, and I think it's easy for us to think that we have to try and do everything, but again, that completely burns us out, right? And when we're in that state, we can't get anything done.
Yeah.
The ship will go under.
And I feel as humans, we're not meant to work singly. I think we are actually a collective. All our energy is flowing between us all the time. So just to work together, just having these kind of videos and like chatting with you and learning about your thing, it's so beautiful. Yeah.
I love that so much. It feels so much more safe as well to know that you don't have to save everyone and do everything, right? You can, the stronger that you focus on that little, part that you're helping to patch, if everyone focuses on that, then we do, like you're right, you get there so much quicker.
Yeah, and I think it took me a long time to learn that, because every time something came up, like when, I don't know, when you walking on the streets and you see someone without food, then, oh, I need to do something about that. And I was also burning myself out, because I think the sadness in the world gets to you if you look at all bad things. So instead I'd say, right, I'm going to send him good energy, and I can't do everything. So there's going to be someone who can help him, and I can help where I can. Otherwise you just take on this energy and you just become so low.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think there's people who have that innate ability to like, sort of, if you think about like light workers, right? Some people love to go into the dark and like find people and help them out. And like they have endless energy to do that. And I realize, sort of similar to you, that that's not my role. My role isn't to like use all my empathic energy to go and try and like pull people out of these places. It's just to stay as like solid as I can within my own truth and my own integrity, and shine the light for other people to see in that way. And that's fine.
Yeah, like I say, the ones that can go into the dark are plugging those other holes that we need plugged.
Yes, exactly. It's like a celebration for them, because I could not do that.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. So
I love that.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about you, about your movement?
Oh,
anything
my gosh.
About any stories?
Any
message you want to get across that's important to you?
Too many.
I
think, this is the challenge of being passionate about so many things as well.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the recognition that everything, like I said at the start, the map home is within ourselves, and it takes, I think for me, like our cycle is such like a gentle sort of simmering undertone most of the time, until it's not. But it's recognizing and like understanding like the undertone of it, in order to prepare ourselves for those times when our body starts to scream at us, like in those premenstrual times. And the more we attune to that very like gentle simmeringness of it, the more we're able to face ourselves, like when it surges, when it rises, when it lifts up to scream at us sometimes. And that it's a daily devotional task, I think, to align ourselves with it. But it's also like the anchoring home. I know for me it is. If I didn't have that connection and alignment with my cycle, then it's like being a bit lost at sea and being swept around by so many things.
Yeah.
And then not having that safety net, I guess. It's such a place of safety for us to align to. So it's powerful, but in a very different way to what we expect powerful things to be, I think.
Yeah, it's like a gentle powerful.
Yeah, it's like the ocean. I always like to think of it as the ocean, so many times we go into the ocean and we can just like float and have a lovely time, and then, you know, a big wave might come and smash us down.
Yeah, like maybe
But
that's why they call it a flow. Maybe back in the
Yeah,
day they got that
that's
from the
very
ocean.
true. Yeah, it's like I sort of think about it as like the great menstrual mother, you know. She's very loving, she looks after us, but she will give us a swift mothering if we need it.
Invite us at times.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that. And thank you so much for giving us your time today and sharing your little piece of who Georgia is.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we should definitely chat soon because I want to like dive deeper into everything that you do.
Oh, yes, 100%. I could talk about this for hours.
Awesome. So can you just give us your Instagram handle again if anyone wants to contact
Yes.
you and follow you?
Perfect. So it's the puss.ycoach. So think pussy, but with a dot in the middle. Puss.ycoach.
Perfect.
Find me there.
Also just put your details at the bottom of every video.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you so much.
Bye.